Brothers Grimm Fairy Tales. Season 1, Episode 1, Books and Beats. I'm gonna read today The Goose Girl. Alright then. Once upon a time, there lived an old queen whose husband had been dead some years and left her with one child, a beautiful daughter. When this daughter grew up, she was betrothed to a king's son who lived far away, and when the time arrived that she should be married, and as she had to travel into a strange country, the old lady packed up for her use much costly furniture, utensils of gold and silver, cups and jars, in short, all that belongs to a royal bridal treasure, for she loved her child dearly. She sent also a maid to wait upon her and to give her away to the bridegroom, together with 2 horses for the journey, and the horse of the princess called Falada could speak. As soon as the hour of departure arrived, the mother took her daughter into a chamber, and there with a knife she cut her finger so that it bled. Then she held a napkin beneath and let 3 drops of blood fall into it, which she gave to her daughter, saying, "Dear child, preserve this well, and it will help you out of trouble." Afterwards, the mother and daughter took a sorrowful leave of each other, and the princess placed the napkin in her bosom, mounted her horse, and rode away to her intended bridegroom. After she had ridden for about an hour, she became very thirsty and said to her servant, "Dismount and procure me some water from yonder stream in the cup which you carry with you, for I am very thirsty." "If you are thirsty," replied the servant, "dismount yourself and stoop down to drink the water, for I will not be your maid." The princess, on account of her great thirst, did as she was bid, and bending over the brook, she drank of its water without daring to use her golden cup. While she did so, the 3 drops of blood said, "Ah, if thy mother knew this, her heart would break." And the princess felt humbled, but said nothing and remounted her horse. Then she rode several miles farther, but the day was so hot and the sun so scorching that she felt thirsty again. And as soon as she reached the stream, she called her handmaiden again, bade her take the golden cup and fill it with water, for she had forgotten all the saucy words which before had passed. The maiden, however, replied more haughtily than before, "If you wish to drink, help yourself, I will not be your maid." The princess thereupon got off her horse and helped herself at the stream while she wept and cried, "Ah, woe's me." And the 3 drops of blood said again, "If your mother knew this, her heart would break." As she leaned over the water, the napkin, where the 3 drops of blood fell out of her bosom and floated down the stream without her perceiving it because of her great anguish. As she leaned over the water, the napkin where the 3 drops of blood fell out of her bosom and floated down the stream without her perceiving it because of her great anguish. But her servant had seen what happened, and she was glad, for now she had power over her mistress, because with the loss of the drops of blood she became weak and powerless. When then she would mount again upon the horse Falada, the maid said, "No, Falada belongs to me. You must get upon this horse," and she was forced to yield. Then the servant bade her take off her royal clothes and put on her common ones instead. And lastly, she made the princess promise and swear by the open sky that she would say naught of what had passed at the king's palace, for if she had not so sworn, she would have been murdered. But Falada observed all that passed with great attention. Now was the servant mounted upon Falada, and the rightful princess upon a sorry hack, and in that way they travelled on until they came to the king's palace. On their arrival, there were great rejoicings, and the young prince running towards them lifted the servant off her horse, supposing that she was the true bride, and she was led up the steps in state, while the real princess had to stop below. Just then the old king chanced to look out of his window and saw her standing in the court, and he remarked how delicate and beautiful she was.